Can you lift me? Don't have the capacity to hold me. See, God wants to bless us with some things that right now we don't have the capacity to hold.
Come on, say something. Say something.
Go ahead.
You don't have the capacity to hold what God really wants, because that's why you got to expand yourself and open yourself up and clean out some stuff so that you'll have more room.
Yes.
Come on, in order for you to get all your winter clothes out of storage, you got to take your summer clothes and put it away, right?
Yes.
If not, you're going to have a cry. It's going to be a crowded mess. You got to get rid of this stuff. Come on, we're going into a new year. We're going into 2020. And there are some things that you've been carrying since 2015 that you ain't got rid of yet.
Come on, say something.
Then we're getting mad because God haven't done what we asked him to do. He know you can't handle it.
Can't handle it.
Cannot handle it.
He know you can't handle it. God, Lord, if you give me a new job, God, I'm gonna give my tithes. I'm gonna come to church, and I'm gonna. You give me a new car. Come on, some of us was more faithful with nothing.
Come on.
Come on.
Ain't nobody talking in this church.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You were more faithful to God when you had nothing.
When you have nothing. Come on, come on.
Then you get a little something. It ain't even really what all God wants you to have. You get a little something, and you go on a sabbatical from the Lord.
Come on.
What do you mean you ain't going to church on Sunday? You went everywhere else Monday through Wednesday, Monday through Saturday with his breath.
Come on here. Come on here.
I'm just tired. Y'all don't understand. I'm just too tired. Oh, you should have been tired Saturday.
Come on here.
You should have been tired on Thursday.
Yes. Yes.
Why didn't you rest on Thursday? Why didn't you rest on Saturday?
Come on.
You know Saturday is the Sabbath day,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Yes,
That's the Sabbath.
there
day.
is.
Yes, it is.
Sunday is not the Sabbath.
That's
It's
right.
just the day we choose to worship on, but Saturday is the Sabbath.
It's Sabbath.
So that's the day you should have rest.
That's right.
Amen. But we don't have the capacity to hold all that God wants to do. If you could only see the things that God has in store for us, Elder, there's so much God wants to give us. But until we get our mind right,
Glory.
gotta get our mind right.
Thank you.
We're going back and forth with God. I love you today. Come on. Ain't doing us no good to shout and praise God on Sunday if we didn't do what's right on Wednesday.
Come on.
Go down.
What we doing? We gotta live right at all times. That's not saying that you're not gonna have some mix-ups, some thoughts, but my Jesus, don't practice sin.
Don't practice it. Willfully. Come on here. Come on here.
Amen in this place.
Glory, Father.
God is gonna make provision in the next place. But how are you gonna get provision if you stay in the same place?
You stay in the same place.
He said provision for Elijah was in the next town.
You gotta move.
Wow.
He didn't get it where he was. And he was the prophet. He had to move to be sustained.
Yes.
Come on.
Tell it. Let it out.
Bring it to him.
He had to move to be sustained.
My God.
You gotta move out of your place of complacency in order to be sustained by God.
Yes.
God keep me, God keep me, God keep me. But you're not fighting, you're not putting up with no resistance to be kept.
That's it.
Come on. Come
That's
on.
Ain't nobody talking in this red church
Talking
until
Come
11.
on, Pastor. Come on,
Talking
Pastor.
Provision is in the next place. Oh, that was the prophet. That was Elijah. Elijah was running from a woman by the name of Jezebel.
On the run. On the
Ran
run.
up on a juniper tree and asked God to kill him because he thought he was the only prophet. God said, hold up now. I got 50 more
Right over
up in the mountain.
They up there. They wait.
Come on, because the man of God took 100 prophets and hid them in 2 caves, 50 in each cave.
That's what he did. You ain't the only one. Come on.
You're not the only one. God, I don't know why I got to go through this. You're not the only one.
Not the only
Tell
one.
it.
Come on.
You're not the only one that's ever been through what you're going through. But provision for you is in the next place. It's not in this place.
Yes. Yes.
My God.
It's not in your current place.
Yes.
It's not in your current place of brokenness. You even broken, you got to move to the next place.
Move.
Elijah was broken. He was afraid. But he had to get up.
Come on. Come on.
He had to get himself together.
Come on.
He had to trust God, elder.
You had to trust God.
God said, listen, I need you to get up and go to this airplane. And there's going to be a widow woman. The most brokest person, God used a broke person to bless the man of God. Let me tell you something. We consider her broke because she didn't have money like the rest of them.
Come on.
But one thing about that woman, she was obedient.
Obedient.
Yes, she was.
Obedient.
The
Obedient.
only reason she wasn't trying to be funny with him when she said, I'm going to bake a cake. I can't do this for you right now. She didn't have the stuff she needed on her to do it. She wasn't at her house. She was at the gate
Come on here.
getting sticks to go build a fire. But as soon as he said, go fetch me some water, she didn't know. She started walking to go get it. See, a lot of us, the problem is, when God is telling us to do something, God, is that you? If that's you, seeing a butterfly on the right side of my head as I'm walking through Walmart on the 7th aisle. How you throwing all these fleeces at God?
Come on, come on.
He's not a dog.
Come on.
The woman of God didn't say, go get your own water.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
The Lord said, I've already prepared a woman.
Somebody's waiting.
She's waiting on you. She didn't ask him his name. She was ready.
That's it.
Are you ready enough that God can trust you to sustain somebody as they go through their next place? She had a son. He said, listen, she said, listen, I only got enough. I just have enough. I'm preparing now for us to die. I'm gonna make this cake. Me and my son gonna eat it. He said, listen, just feed me first. Give me mine first. And God said, you'll never run out. You'll never go without. She did just what the man of God said, and guess what? The cruise of all, it didn't run out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I didn't understand. And now he's pulling it all together. Listen, if you go down some more in the scripture, the woman had a son, right?
Yes, she did.
She took care of the man of God, did what the man of God told her to do. And the Bible said that they did eat many days. And then guess what happened? Out of her obedience, guess what happened?
Come on.
Her son died.
He died.
Her son died. Some of us are so broken because they're saying, God, I trusted you, I obeyed you, and I lost something in my obedience. Her son died. And she went to the man of God and she said, are you coming here just to kill my son? Are you playing with me? I did what you told me to do, and now my son is dead. Are you really playing with me? Did you come here just to take my son's life? He took the child from her. Listen, what I'm trying to get you to understand, sometimes when we do what God has called us to do, there seems to be sometimes that we'll get a blowback.
Yes. Come on now.
Yes.
Come
And it's
on.
like, wait a minute, God. Now listen, I was being obedient to pastor them. Now I was paying my tithes. Now I can't pay my light bill. Listen, anybody been there for me? Now wait, God. Now I was obeying you. It was out of obedience, and it didn't seem like they bit the hand that fed them. After I blessed them, they talked about me. They ran me down. Wait, God. This woman said, hold up. You came here, and I gave you your cake first. I gave you water like you said. I took care of you. I trusted you. And you mean to tell me that my baby died in my trust in you?
Come on.
He didn't force with her. He didn't argue with her.
Nope.
He took the baby out of her bosom, the Bible said. He went upstairs in the loft where he laid. Because you remember, she made sure she was to sustain him.
Yes.
She made sure he had a bed. She made sure he had room to lay his head.
Yep.
So the place where he prayed, the place where he laid his head, he took that boy. And it wasn't a big boy. He had to be a little boy. Because the Bible said he took him out of her bosom. She wouldn't have been able to hold a grown man.
That's right.
She wouldn't have been able to hold a grown man in her bosom. But he carried him up to the loft and laid him in his bed and laid on top of the boy. Laid on top of the boy and began to cry out to God. And the Bible said that God heard the prayer of Elijah.
Yes.
And when Elijah came back down to the woman, the Bible said, he said to her, here's your son. I told you that he was alive. I want you to hear something. I want you to raise your hand because I want you to receive this. God is going to make up for you. God is getting ready to make up to you the times when you felt like you got hit out of pure obedience. Or you feel like you lost some things. When the only thing you were trying to do was obey God. God is about to cause that thing which looked like it's lifeless to come back to life. God is going to give you the joy that you lost in the last disappointment. God's going to give you hope. He's going to take out the fear. Because that last hit, you was just trying to obey God. You were just trying to do the will of God. God, I was praying for everybody else's family, and I lost my family. God, I was praying for everybody else to have, and God, I didn't have, and God, I made sure that other people ate, but God, when it was time for me to eat, nobody didn't come and provide for me. God, I encouraged everybody else, but when I needed encouragement, nobody encouraged me. God, listen, I want you to know that God is getting ready to come back through, and He's getting ready to put the thing that you think is over right in your face and say, see, I healed it. I delivered it. I turned that thing around for you. God is getting ready to present that thing right back to you. That thing that you said, oh my God, I cannot believe this has happened to me. And you lost your hope, and you lost your zeal, and you lost your joy. God said, I'm getting ready to turn around, and I'm going to kiss you in the face with the very thing you think you lost. The very thing that you thought was over for you. You lost your joy in it. You lost your hope in it. You stopped praying. You have no expectation because the pain is too severe. The Lord is getting ready to turn around, and He's going to take that very thing that you thought was over with, and He's going to kiss you back in your face. Come on, standing all over the building. Listen, God has the greatest power. And He shall never be defeated. I want you to understand something. I hear you. I hear you on this morning. What do you do when the encourager needs to be encouraged? What do you do when the intercessor needs to be interceded for? What do you do? I don't have the words to explain. How do you see the person whose inner voice is screaming louder than their words? There's some of you, your insides are screaming, but your mouth is saying nothing. I want you to know that God has the greatest power, and He's making provision for you in the next place, in the next place, in the next move, the next move of you trusting God, the next move of you believing God, the next move of you declaring that although I feel like this, I'm going to receive that. I'm going to get into God. I'm going to stay in His face, and I'm trusting God to do exceedingly abundantly above all that I can ask or think, according to the power that works within me. God has the greatest power.
Yes, yes.
I need to remind you that God has the greatest power. He has the greatest power, Sister Rice. He has the greatest power. There is no power that's bigger than His. And so sister, maybe it feels as if I can't believe that I'm back in this place again. I thought I was over this. I thought I moved forward. But every time I turn around, Deacon Leon, something else is coming up to remind me of what I lost. I know everybody think I'm strong. I'm this big burly man. But if they can see the tears, God has the greatest power. God has the greatest power. I keep hearing that. I need you to get it in your spirit. God has the greatest power, and you should never be defeated. Although you feel defeated, you are not, because He has the greatest power.
Yes, yes.
We have to trust God. Pastor, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, y'all. Y'all been preaching about this, and I hear what you're saying, but I can't shake this feeling. It's not in the feeling. It's in your belief.
Say your belief. Come on.
If you measure your feelings by whether or not God is going to do it, Sister Cassie, you'll say God can't do it. Because what you feel is too heavy. What you feel feels like it's never going to end, Sister Toya. So therefore, if you judge whether God can do it by how you feel, to you, you're already defeated. But I want you to know that God has the greatest power. His power is greater than your emotion. His power is greater than what you've lost. His power is greater than the defeat that you feel. But provision is in the next place. What you need is in the next place, in the next leap, in the next jump, in the next move. It's in your next faith walk. You gotta have faith to walk this thing out. You gotta say, I'm walking in blind. I don't see it. I don't know how it's gonna be done. But God, I'm not looking. I can't see you in this. But I just want to hear your voice. Even with my eyes closed, I trust your voice. Close your eyes, brother. Walk towards me. Walk towards my voice. Come here. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
this place.
Can you trust me when you hear me say nothing? What do you do when you hear God say nothing? You worship in that place.
Right there. Glory, Father.
You worship in the place that is silent. Because it may be the opportunity that God needs to hear from you instead of you hearing from Him. Can you lift your hands all over the building?
Thank you, Father.
Can we open up our mouth and begin to worship God right in the place we're in right now? Come on, open up your mouth. Talk to the Lord.